Our presentation is on the Good Behavior Game. The Great Opportunities Career Services and Day program focuses on recreation, leisure activities, job trainings, and job placement. The program currently has 200 adult participants with significant disabilities placed into the program. The program has been cited for not offering enough life skills and employment opportunities. The state has recently required the Great Opportunities Career Services and Day program to increase more opportunities for their clients in order to acquire the necessary knowledge they need to become more independent through life skills instruction. Currently, only a small number of adult participants are showing up to the program. The main focus of this presentation is to demonstrate why implementing the Good Behavior Game will increase adult participants' attendance.
I'm now going to do the background on the research of the Good Behavior Game. The Good Behavior Game is an interdependent group contingency that is commonly used in a general education classroom, specifically elementary classrooms. The GBG was first implemented using a fourth grade classroom in 1969. The GBG is usually implemented during a short period of time, typically around 10 to 35 minutes during a particular activity or setting involving a whole group. To implement this game, rules for the behavior have to be arranged. Groups are divided into teams. Points are delivered when rules are broken or met, and then rewards are given at the end of the game to the group with the most or least points. The most research goal of the group GBG is to decrease disruptive behaviors during activities, but there are many variations that have been well researched, which we are doing, which is increasing on-task behavior.
Okay, so steps on how to implement the Good Behavior Game. So step one is identifying the target behavior. So once the target behavior is identified, you can measure accordingly for what you're looking for in the Good Behavior Game. Step two is finding special activities and when to appropriately play the game. So you're finding other activities to help those participants out. Step three is creating a reward system, which could be token economies, and then utilizing those to increase that on-task behavior, as we mentioned earlier. Step four is splitting the participants into groups. So this kind of goes with how many participants are involved in the study. So if there's a lot of participants, you're going to need more, split them up into more teams. And step five, we have establishing the rules and criteria for winning the game. Step six is identify who is implementing the game, which usually leads with the upper management or whoever is like discussing the rules. Step seven is data collection, which goes to like show how the rules are being implemented, and then you're measuring that specific target behavior. And then finally, step eight is to implement the game.
Why the Good Behavior Game? Well, mentioned previously, there are 200 clients at the Great Opportunities Career Services Program, with only 20 clients attending the life skills group. Research on the Good Behavior Game increases appropriate behavior and decreases maladaptive behavior by utilizing group contingencies and preferred reinforcers. By implementing the game and dividing them into groups, they are more likely to attend the life skills program, leading to an increase in participation and opportunities for them to acquire the necessary knowledge and skills to become more independent through their life.
In order to increase participation and attendance for the life skills classes, there will need to be an implementation of the Good Behavior Game and a token economy for the Great Opportunities Career Services and Day program. And with this implementation, the participants will also be split into teams. A scoreboard and a set of classroom rules will be implemented into the Good Behavior Game and school-wide. Attendance will be taken when entering and leaving the classrooms by the adult participants themselves, and this will help to teach them accountability.
These are a couple examples of the implementation of the game. A scoreboard will be placed with teams written on a whiteboard and a tally marked for each point that a team receives. Also, classroom rules will be in sight of the participants' views up at the front of the classroom.
Final recommendations. The good behavior game is an interdependent group contingency game. So be sure to reinforce the group if every single person met the expectations. If one person doesn't show up to our attendance, for example, our attendance program, then the whole team would not get the point. Secondly, ensure that the reinforcers on the scoreboard are reinforcing enough for each and every person on the individual team. Utilize preference assessments for each and every team. Variate your good behavior game to tailor it to your school or clinic to meet the needs of every individual and make it fun. And that is our presentation on the good behavior game. Thank you.